have at it.
All right.
So we're recording?
Yeah. Welcome to the tab.
You didn't push the button this time.
No, we're in a big boy studio today.
We're in the
Real studio.
Yeah.
Well, it's as close as studios we'll have for now. At least we're not trying to like pack in over at the sweat lodge over there.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right over there is my vocal booth.
Oh.
In a
it's
little
about
closet.
this big.
Oh, that's awesome.
And people are like, "Oh man, this is great." And then like,
So you spend 5 minutes in there.
yeah, and they're just like, "Hey, can I open up the door?" No, it ain't time yet. And then it's always so bad too, because like you open it up and it's just like, potpourri of just,
Oh yeah, sweat.
yeah,
Funk.
not great.
I used to work for Brilliance Audio. I would go in their studio booths every once in a while, and it's crazy. It's claustrophobic, and I loved it. I wanted to do things to girls in there.
Hey, there you go.
Like, appropriate things.
Appropriate things,
Like
but
read.
great privacy though.
Yeah.
No one can hear.
No one can hear her scream. I mean, whatever.
So today we're here at Striate Cortex Studios. I'm Ryan.
Patrick.
And we're here with Noah Sias,
Howdy.
the proprietor, founder, president, CEO, whatever you want to call him. Janitor.
Janitor.
Jack of all trades.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for bringing us here.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
Shut up. No,
you can't tell me to shut up.
We're going to be on our A game today.
We're coming in hot today.
Oh, yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about Striate Cortex.
So Striate Cortex, I've been doing now for about 10 years, but it's been like legal on the books since December. It's always just been like a catch-all for everything I do. Audio engineering, video recording, just multimedia stuff. And along with my business, I'm also in a band that actually makes money. And this past December, it was just kind of like, you know what? I think I can finally take the plunge and quit my day job and work from home exclusively.
Dude, that's awesome.
And let me tell you, it sounds awesome. It's terrifying. It is literally terrifying. And I'm not even like, I'm just hitting 6 months. And it's just like, I had no idea that it was going to be this terrifying at certain points. You always hear about, like with businesses, first quarter's always shot. No hours.
Right.
There's not enough work. And I was like, oh, that's whatever. You know, that's retail. Nobody's got money. Literally nobody's got money.
And that's so strange because that's, like tax season.
Right. Well, I mean, it's right after Christmas.
Yeah.
So everybody blew their load on that stuff. Yeah, there you go. And then you get into like second quarter, which we're in now. Things are kind of trickling. And then summertime, it's just like, it's hot happening. Everybody's got money, which is so weird. And then like fourth quarter's good too, because again, it's Christmas and the holidays, so people already have their stuff saved up.
Right.
But first quarter, not fun.
Well, second one is here.
Yeah, and we're almost into the third, which for a whole month of it, I'll be gone, but still making money for my business, so.
That's great.
That's awesome.
What made you guys want to start this podcast? I'll ask you some questions.
You take this one first because this was
I'm 100% obsessed with podcasts.
Okay.
I work in a machine shop all day, so that's all I listen to is podcasts.
You're lucky that you get to listen to stuff.
Yeah. If I didn't, I would probably blow my brains out.
I feel you.
I fucking hate it.
Now, it's interesting. When I used to work at Dollar Tree, I worked there for 5 years, and like, I can't talk too much shit about them just because like they gave me a lot of time off when I needed it for band stuff.
Right.
One thing that I'd have people go in there that I knew that would shop, and they'd be like, man, how do you deal with no music in here? And I'm just like, I love it. Sometimes I cannot stand music. And so as soon as I realized, listening to music like unloading truck was like annoying after a while because you're constantly having to go like, what?
Yeah.
What? And I really started getting into podcasts myself, and it was like, hey, I like this. This isn't music.
No.
With me dealing with music all day, for me, I started listening to Mark Maron's podcast.
Oh, that's great.
Penn Jillette's Penn Sunday School.
Yep.
Listen to that one. Gilbert Godfrey's podcast.
Which I just downloaded.
And the Completely Unnecessary podcast featuring Pat Contry, the NES punk.
Okay.
And it kind of covers gaming stuff, mostly retro, but they also cover what's new, but mostly retro because that's what he's known for. He actually was on what's that show? Pawn Stars, and he was bringing in a
track and field.
No, not track and field, but yeah, that one's high value there. Was it the NES World Championship?
Yep.
I think it's like the gold cart.
Yep.
He has one of them, and he was going to try to sell it in
I
there.
think it's like $10,000.
Yeah. Which, of course, I don't think they were trying to offer him anywhere near that.
Not that cholesterol-ridden fed.
Yeah. Have you told him that that's what we call that?
No.
So, you know when people laugh like... we always make the jokes like, if you start laughing like that, it's like, man, my cholesterol is really high today.
Mine's high every day.
That's all right.
So yeah, I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts.
Okay.
Burt
Comedy
Kreischer.
Bang Bang.
Comedy Bang Bang, that's awesome. I listen to the Burtcast, Burt Kreischer.
Not familiar with that one.
He check him out. He is a stand-up comedian. Was featured in Rolling Stone magazine back in the 90s as the #1 partier in the U.S. in college.
Wow.
Oliver Stone optioned the rights to his story, and they ended up making the movie Van Wilder about him.
Wow.
Yeah, he is Van Wilder.
Interesting.
He had nothing to do with the movie.
Right.
Didn't get a dime for that movie.
Jeez.
But from there, he built a stand-up comedy career.
Right.
And now he does the Burtcast every week, and he has famous people come in, and it's hilarious. Another one I listen to is The Magic Tavern.
Okay.
It is a improv comedy podcast. It's just silly and funny. I mean, one guy is a talking badger. So, in the magical land of Foon. But no, I listen to a lot of video game podcasts too. I used to listen to PSX I Love You, XOXO, or PS I Love You. A couple of guys from IGN broke off and they started Kind of Funny Games. They did a PS podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Huge following.
Gotcha.
And now that's done. What the guy had an inappropriate tweet on National Women's Day.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, that'll do that. That's speaking of inappropriate tweets and talking about Gilbert Godfrey. He is the king of getting in trouble with Twitter. Yeah. So right, wrong, indifferent. I mean, it is what it is. But like when the tsunami happened, what was that? A handful of years ago.
2005, I think.
Something like that. He had a tweet like the same day that was like, it was some sort of joke about tsunamis, and he was representing Affleck at the time.
Yeah, they canned him.
They canned him immediately, but then the great part is that they had an audition for who is going to be the next Affleck Duck, and like Gilbert was saying, it's an audition to see who can do their impression of me.
Yeah.
They just don't want to pay me anymore.
That's ridiculous.
But he's been in a couple interviews. There's one with him and Richard Belzer on YouTube, and they were talking about the absurdity of.
I know what you're talking about.
The absurdity of just like people getting offended over things. People are just like, they're super sensitive, but they're also just like idiots. Mm-hmm. So prime example of that is local news. Murder and mayhem in Muskegon Heights this weekend, blah, 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 like the quick highlights.
Yeah.
Police are still questioning why. But up next, Sally's going to show you how to make a bundt cake. It's just like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, they're trying to hook you with the big news of the murder and the mayhem, but you got to stick around for that bundt cake.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the specific interview you're talking about was a Holocaust thing.
Yeah, so
it was a Holocaust survivor.
Was Eli Wiesel?
Yeah.
He was on some sort of talk show, and the host had asked, what do you wish people would have done to help prevent the Holocaust? And the guy goes, I wish that people just wouldn't stand by when these kind of things happen. People hear all these things, they don't know what to do, and they just stand by and they wait. And, all these atrocities happen. And he's going on about it, and the host goes over, and he reaches over, and he puts his hand on his leg, and he looks at the camera, and he says, we're going to have to ask you to stand by while we take a commercial break.
Oh, my God. That's ridiculous.
It's just like, this is absurd. What are you thinking? Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. People aren't thinking.
Nope.
But anyway, so what is your end goal with this podcast stuff? I know you guys covered this in like your first episode, but like here at Face to Face.
I think we both just want to be able to do it full time.
Are you looking to like establish a brand with the tap and then kind of branch out from there?
I think so. I think ultimately I would like to have some kind of network where we do several podcasts.
Right.
Video games, comics, movies, music,
women,
dating with Ryan.
Hey, let's go into dating with Ryan.
Oh boy, yeah, it's not great.
Not great.
How's the Tinder going? You're shaking your head. It's an audio podcast.
Can I tell a dating with Ryan story?
Absolutely.
Oh shit! Which one is it?
No, but I will tell that one.
I've heard that one.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I love it.
Remember that one time
Yeah.
you went up to, was it Hart or was it New Era? Not New Era, Nuevo? And you went to meet up with that chick?
Grant.
Grant.
It was Grant.
Went up to
Gross.
Grant straight after work.
Yep, I did. I went to Grant to meet a woman that I had met on Plenty of Fish,
Yes.
and I think she wasn't real.
I think she was real, but she pulled my phone doesn't do outgoing calls. It doesn't do.
Incoming call?
It was
Incoming.
It was some combination of that.
Yeah, it was some bullshit, is what it was. That was like
That was a while ago.
So you got like
7 years
catfish?
ago, maybe. No, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. No, it wasn't catfish because catfishing entails actually meeting the person and finding out that they're way uglier than what they.
So you didn't even get to meet her?
No, well, I think you guys talked over, like,
We talked over Skype, so I knew that she was okay. So she was real.
yeah, she was real.
Yeah.
But when it came time to like, hey, let's meet up.
She was like, yeah, and then I got there and I was like, okay, where do you want to meet up? She's like, oh, just come to my apartment. And I was like, okay. So I got to the apartment complex and she stopped talking to me.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fucking bitch.
Maybe her phone died.
Awfully convenient.
Very convenient. That's okay. I talked to her since then. She got pregnant. Now she's a mom.
Was it yours?
No.
I don't
No,
know.
that would require Pangus to clam touching.
Pangus
Hey.
to clam. Hey, speaking of Pangus, I got a dirty pic.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend
What?
David sent me a dirty pic of his Pangus.
Why?
I don't know.
Just for funnies?
I asked for it.
What?
No, just for fun. And then he's like, hey, you and Ryan should send me one. And I was like, no, not going to do that.
Your friend sounds like he
You
likes to party.
should just like do a Google search for the biggest one you can find. Be like, here it is.
I just sent him a picture of Dick Cheney.
Ah, that's funny.
There you go.
But yeah, I got a Pangus pic. You want
Dope.
to see it? It's on my phone.
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll put it up for our viewers to
No,
see.
we won't.
No, that'll be for the Patreon
Yeah,
subscribers.
someday we're going to do Patreon. We're working on a Patreon page.
Yeah, do it. That's where a lot of content creators, like podcasts and like YouTube channels nowadays, with the whole like advertisings pulling out of YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where people are making their money now.
Yeah, you have to.
I had an idea for something for our Patreon patrons.
What?
We got to make
A date with Ryan?
well, that would work. I think that would get us our $30,000 a month.
Oh man.
But to the highest bidder, to the oldest woman.
Oh yeah.
No, we got to make a calendar. You and I.
Oh, the Dudoir?
Yeah, the Dudoir calendar.
I actually messaged my friend Jessica, who does Jessie Lee Photography, about doing some pics for us yesterday.
Is she gonna do it?
She didn't respond.
I won't say anything. I almost called her a mean name. I don't mean it,
She doesn't have iTunes. She
Oh.
can't listen to this. She's kind of a cunt.
bitch.
Well, speaking of pictures, I'm gonna snap
Yeah,
a couple for you guys.
I got a hold of him for doing some promo pics for us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna snap a couple after we're done.
Awesome.
So on the house,
Oh, good.
Hanks.
Hanks, T Hanks.
T.
You
Hanks.
know about that?
T. Hanks, nope.
So next time someone like texts you and like, they did something for you, just send them a picture of Tom Hanks. T Hanks, thanks.
That's awesome. Yeah, that works.
For people who do not know, Ryan and I have lived with each other twice.
Yeah.
So like,
And we've been friends for a very long time.
yes, very very long time. We rode the bus together briefly, and then they split it up,
Yep.
and then
Were you guys too unwieldy?
No.
Wow.
No, we didn't really know each other back then.
I just remember that he got on the bus, and you
And it sank to one side.
sank to one side. Yeah.
Did he have the full beard then too?
Yeah.
It was like 3rd grade.
I mean, when I look through old yearbook pictures, it's kind of funny. It's like, wow, everybody's face is so smooth, and Ryan is no exception.
But in high school, I had just the goat on the chin.
Yeah.
It's like soul patch.
No, it was the whole chin.
whole thing.
Not
Oh,
just
yeah.
under the lip.
I've done that.
But
I
then
won't do it again.
there was the brief period of I'm going to shave everything off,
Yep.
even my eyebrows.
You did the eyebrows?
Oh, no, that was an accident because my mom clipped half my eyebrow off. And then she just took the whole thing off.
You looked like a bowling pin afterwards.
Yep.
Because I remember there was that picture of you like at that like pool party or something like that. And you're just standing there.
I think that wasn't David Chester's house. No, that was a bonfire. Oh, I wonder if that was at, do you remember, I don't even remember her real name now. Rachel. She had a weird face.
Weird face, Rachel.
Yeah. She was in marching band. She was a drum major one year.
Oh, that explains it.
You know who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
You can picture her. I think it was at her pool party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause-
Yeah.
I was pretty bowling pinish.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about branching out to like YouTube?
Oh, I have. I kind of wanted to get the tap established a little bit.
Sure.
And then start that. And I was actually asked about that this week because someone said they were trying to find us on YouTube.
Okay.
And so we're not on there yet.
Now, since this is all going full circle with other like podcasts, the CU podcast, the Completely Unnecessary podcast I was talking about earlier, they have a video stream, but then what they'll do is, I think if like you're a Patreon subscriber, you'll
Supporter.
you can watch it live. But like if you're not, I think how they do it is they'll do the highlights
Okay.
a couple days later, and so it's like 5 to 10 minute segments where there's like video, and then sometimes they'll have like graphics up there, like pictures or something to like reference with what they were talking about. So but yeah, it's hard to say if YouTube is really worth it anymore. A lot of the people that I know, not personally, but like that I follow, they've had a lot of like videos talking about it. Like, yeah, I think the well's dry.
Yeah.
And it sucks too because it was all with I think a Huffington Post article that was talking about like, hey, advertisers, do you know what your video, like your content's being posted on? I think the one that was probably true, but shouldn't be considered that all of YouTube is this. It was some sort of like ISIS thing.
Yeah.
And an ad rolled before it. Okay, well that's going to happen with like a bunch of 10-year-olds farting too.
Right.
But it's a mess now. But if you got that Patreon, then who cares?
Right.
You're still making
we
the
have
same
the page.
margin.
You're just working on setting it up. That's you, Buster.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
We'll get there. Slow but sure. Just like this business stuff. It's scary. You
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing. But then once you get there, it's like, okay, cool. I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, you spent the better part of a year preparing for it, too.
Shut up!
Wow.
I mean, yeah, it was a year, 2 years just preparing like, and now that I think about it, I shouldn't have took that long.
No?
I wish I would have been like registered a lot earlier.
Well, you were going to pull the trigger a few times.
But I couldn't like, I didn't understand the concept of like paying myself. And then, okay, I also have like a business partner with this, but he's just kind of like contracted out for the time being. And it's like, well, if he was to be a regular employee, how do I pay him? Do I have to give him a schedule or can he work by the contract?
Right.
But now,
LegalZoom.
no.
No.
Cox Accounting.
All of them.
I went,
All 10 inches of them.
yes. But no, I went to Cox and I've had a couple consultations there. I'm overthinking a lot of this stuff. So,
I mean, Trump did it.
how'd you guys like the title? Trumped Up Hitler Bagels?
Oh, yeah,
that
that
was
was pretty
funny.
good.
I try to just come up with them off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, random funny titles are good. God, when did we start this? Because we actually did like 6 or 7 episodes prior.
I think November.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been on it like 6 or 7 months. And I think
Sorry,
That's an inside joke.
I'm sure. I feel like the third man. Like, really third man out here.
That's all right.
But no, I think for like probably a good solid year, I've been talking about like, I want to do a podcast. I want to start something. And I just was lazy. And it is kind of terrifying, though.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's like, okay, we want to have guests.
Yeah.
Hi.
We
You don't
haven't-
know me. But let me tell you why you should know me.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we haven't really had a problem getting guests. Like, there's a lot of people who want to be on the show
Yeah,
already.
everyone I talked to was like jazzed about it. And they're like,
Right.
yeah, well, I'll
Spat
come on.
wants to be on the show.
Nice. See, that's the thing, like, people, like, with the things that I do, everybody's like, why are you living in Muskegon? Like, there ain't nothing happening in this town.
Yeah, nothing.
Perfect. That means I don't have a whole lot of distraction.
That's true.
Like, don't get me wrong, I know people who are in bigger cities making it happen, but you are literally just trying to, like, dig and dig and dig through just, like, a ton of competition. We're out here, it's like, who else do you know who's doing a podcast?
Yeah, no one.
Who else do you know who's doing audio stuff legitimately? You know, video stuff. Photos. Too many photo people. Way too many photo people. I take that back. Now I
A lot of photo people.
Say what?
A lot of photo
Well, yeah.
people. A few good ones.
A few good ones.
Mostly
a few good
shit.
men. Well, that's like me being on the road. All these people will like hit us up like, hey, do you guys want a photographer tonight? Sure. All right, well, these are my rates. Okay? We're doing you the favor.
Yeah.
Not the other way around here.
Right.
Now, we do know a handful of them. It's like, yeah, we'll pay for them. No problem. But
somebody just walking up to you and be like,
yeah.
hey, I got a camera.
I got a camera, dude. And, like, I totally take pictures.
Look at all the pictures I took.
Yeah. Now, was that in front or behind the barricade? Because if it was behind, no sale. If it was in front, okay, you had to get a pass to get that.
Right.
All right. But I know your opinion on the area, but I love Muskegon.
I hate it.
I absolutely
Such
love
a-
Muskegon.
Yeah, same here. So fuck you.
It's such an armpit.
And, like, for me, I'll do roughly 20 to 30,000 miles of traveling every year, just in touring. And, like, I love Seattle. I love the East Coast. I love a lot of these different places, but when I come back home, it's like, you know what? I couldn't ask for a better spot. Literally couldn't. But I can understand when people get burnt out here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I say this all from Laketon Township, probably one of the safest spots in the county to be in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure my opinion would change if I was living, you know,
In the Heights.
in the Heights, or even, you know, just outside of the Heights, which is unfortunate because if you look back in time, the Heights was a big deal. People
yeah.
used to do all their Christmas shopping down there, and
Yep.
it's a shame.
Yeah, I took a wrong turn in Muskegon the other day, and I went down this block that was just, like, scary.
Do you recall which one?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I don't blame you for not, like, what road am I on? I wonder, what's the crossroad?
It was like somewhere off Apple, I think.
Okay.
It was like this weird back road I took, and it was just, like, gloomy.
Oh, that's not even that bad, man. Off Apple?
It was pretty bad.
Well, I guess it depends on which side of the bridge.
Yeah, which side of the bridge?
Oh, I don't know directions.
But probably in town, not East
west.
Muskegon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
No, it's not that great. But I hit the mic.
Don't hit the mic.
It's funny though, because like anywhere you go, like out here, there'll be a super nice house.
Yep.
And then 2 houses over is like a dumpy trailer. Mm-hmm. And it was the same thing in Muskegon. Like super nice house, super manicured lawn. Next door, burned out house. So
That's just what do they call that? Oh
Urban
man,
blight?
no, I had the word right there. Not
gone now.
not variety.
flavor.
It'll come to me.
No, and I get it. You get that in any big city. I mean,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere. And you'll see
Diversity.
that. Diversity.
We got it.
That's what it is.
But I don't know. I just don't like Michigan in general.
And why is that?
I don't know. I've lived here all my life. I don't.
Not all your life.
What's the furthest
you know.
point you've been out of the state?
I've been all over the country. I mean, I lived in Arizona for 3 years.
I hate Arizona.
I liked it. It was hot.
You can't
I mean,
lean
I
on
was-
anything or you start cooking.
Yeah, but I was a kid too, so
Right.
I mean, one Christmas we built snowmen out of tumbleweeds. I've got a Christmas photo of my tumbleweed man.
I should definitely post that.
Oh, I probably won't.
That'll be for our Patreon supporters.
No one wants that.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, I lived in Arizona. I lived in... I haven't lived in Florida, but I've been to Florida a bunch of times.
Florida's a tricky subject because it's like some parts where it's like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Other parts where like, this is just disgusting.
But I think there's a
swampland.
general consensus about Floridians that people don't like them.
Well, yeah, because it's all Northerners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All retired folks.
It's fun though. I hate driving to Florida and back, but I love when you drive through the South, like you're in the deep South, and it's like hillbilly, backwoods, rednecks.
Right.
And then as soon as you cross that state line into Florida, it's totally different.
Yeah, you're back in the north.
Back
again.
in the north.
Yeah.
And man, once you cross that Florida-Georgia line, like it's just a different world.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Speaking of down south, it's always crazy. Like when you get into like backwoods spots and you meet people who don't have an accent, like very flat delivery, and it's like, you from here? Yeah.
You from here, boy?
Y'all from here? But then it's always a trip too, being like in a weird spot and hearing someone with a completely off center like accent for the area. I got a buddy whose name is Boston Chuck.
I saw it.
Boston Chuck is originally from Boston, but he lives in Atlanta. And one of the first times I ever met him, he's a photographer, and we were playing at one of the universities in Atlanta. I forget which one it was. And he came in there, and he knew my vocalist, and he's taking pictures, and like he's a massive dude. Like, do not want to mess with him. And he's taking pictures, and he's getting really into it. And these kids are, just like, yeah, cool. And then he just he whips his camera into his bag and just starts like, wow! Just starts wiping people out.
Jeez.
And I remember we're all done playing. He comes up to me. I was like, hey, man, thanks for doing work out there and getting these kids moving. He's like, oh, man, you're one hell of a cactus. It's like, we are in the wrong state right now. What the hell just happened?
Yeah, that's a different accent.
But, yeah, he's a trip. But to have a Boston accent...
Down in Atlanta,
yeah,
where there's also a pretty definitive accent.
Yeah. How did we get on that?
I don't know. We're just rambling.
Yeah, that's just kind of how
That's
we
what
do
this
it.
whole podcast is. We just ramble. It's fun.
Which is good.
Yeah, we ought to call it the Rambling Men.
No.
The Babbling Brook podcast.
I do
that's another thing that we like too, is just horrible jokes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or anti-jokes.
Anti-jokes, for sure.
For sure.
What record do you have there?
This is our gift to you.
Yeah, let's move into that.
Pat's Great Hits.
Pat's Great Hits.
Is that Pat Boone?
I don't know.
It's got to be.
It might be.
That's got to be
Pat Boone.
Yeah, he's the whitest white man that
Pat
ever
Boone
did live.
has passed this test, of course, with flying colors. And the proof is in this album.
So there, you have an album, a record.
Thank you. Hey, this is printed in the USA.
I don't know what kind of condition it's in. I literally just bought it.
It looks fairly clean. Love Letters in the Sand.
Ryan's got a soundboard out.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
crank it. Chains of Love. You know, it's pretty funny.
Though we don't know any of those songs, because...
None of these say Boone on the end of it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, cool. You were the performer, but you are not the creator.
Wait, is that the right album?
Yeah, no, it is. But
okay.
like, I think it's just because he was kind of like, he was a big band guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They all just did covers. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone just sang everyone else's songs.
right. But Pat Boone, you don't think of Pat Boone when you think of big band people. You think of like Sinatra and Dean Martin.
Squeaky
I
voice.
hate the fact, even though people can't see this, your like motion with it was like,
I didn't even realize.
yeah, like you did a downbeat with your hand. It was like,
Wow.
oh, secret's given up.
Speaking of like hand motion,
You're up.
exactly. Do you? You've got video games. Do you remember the first time you played like an NES when you were a kid? Or did
Briefly,
everyone
Okay, I'm
played
done.
an NES?
the first console that I remember was an Atari 2600.
Okay.
And like my grandma would just buy these things all the time, and we had like 5 of them just hanging out. And it was like, okay, well when that one goes bad, we got another one.
Sure.
Because everybody was trying to sell them back in like the 90s.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, hey, this isn't cool anymore. Buy it for like $20 with all the games.
Yep.
And but NES, I remember. I think we ended up finding one at a yard sale, and it came with Mega Man 2 and the original like Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt combo.
Yeah. But did you have that like reflex with like the first time you played Super Mario Brothers? Like when you jumped, you would like move the controller. You would like physically jump up with the controller.
I don't know. Good question.
Are you guys past that? Because I remember like the original.
We're a little
NES.
more involved than you, old man.
Yeah.
I mean, I have what they call a RetroPie. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Is that like a Raspberry?
Yeah, Raspberry Pi, and
Awesome.
it's little compact little thing, and it's got like 4 USB slots on it. I have a Raspberry Pi 3, so it has like the
That's
Bluetooth.
what I'm looking into doing.
Absolutely do it.
Yeah, and you run the NES.
I run everything from
ROMs.
like original stuff, like original video games, all the way
That
through.
you've already purchased. These are just your backups.
Sure, if the federal government is listening in on this, or any sort of copyright folks, yes, you should see my storage locker with all my games.
Nintendo is very litigious.
Yes. Oh yes. But that being said, yeah, I got pretty much everything from OG gaming consoles to about like PlayStation 1.
Yep.
And then from there I have a PS2, a PS3, PS4. I have a fully like ripped out Wii U that does GameCube, Wii, and Wii U games off of external drive.
Yep.
And I got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, how do you like the Switch?
I love it.
Really?
I was on the fence. My girlfriend and I went to Meijer, North Muskegon Meijer here, to wait for it. And we were thinking like, well, GameStops are going to be shot.
Yep.
Best Buy, probably same deal.
Always Best Buy shot.
Yeah. Or as my business partner and I call it, Best Try.
I hate Best Buy.
Oh, yeah. You walk in there and you kind of have an idea of what you want. At least I do, because I don't want to talk to any of these people.
No.
And you get right in there, it's like, all right, I think it's right here. Anything I can help you guys with today? Yeah, you can help me by going away.
Yeah, just
Like-
leave me alone.
Or the opposite problem, if you need help.
Oh, yeah.
Never around.
Yeah.
Never around. My favorite was a handful of years ago, I was looking for an iPad 2. And I asked the guy, I was like,
Woo.
hey. Yeah, there you go. And I asked the guy, I was like, hey, do you guys have any like iPad 2s in stock? And he's like, no, I don't think so. But I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
Have you met Jesus today?
No. It was just like, okay. And he goes, would you like to save money on your monthly cable bill? And I was like, yeah, I don't have cable. And he looked at me like I was crazy. It's like, really?
Are you Amish?
Yeah, that's why I'm in Best Buy right now.
Well, you're one of the New Age Amish.
Yeah.
The Mennonites.
Yeah.
But
No, that's cool. I haven't jumped on the Switch.
do you want to take the Nintendo Challenge?
What is the Nintendo Challenge?
I think you need to take the Nintendo Challenge. I've made my roommate Ed take the Nintendo Challenge.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, he's getting up.
I'm getting up.
Oh
Hold on.
boy, here we go.
Is this like the
For
original?
those of you who can't hear, that was Noah's roommate in the background saying, "Don't do it."
Is this like the Pain Station that came out years ago? Did you ever hear about that?
No.
It was a modded PlayStation in a cocktail cabinet where you had to hold on to handles and you were electrocuted.
That sucks. So what I want you to do is, just with your tongue,
Put that in your anus.
no, just
I've heard.
a little dab.
I've heard it tastes like ass. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, that is the most disgusting thing.
What is that?
So
Is
they
that
don't
a
want
battery?
They don't want kids.
they don't
eating
want
it.
kids to swallow it.
Yeah.
So they make it taste bad?
Yeah. Do you want to take the Nintendo Challenge?
I do
I
not.
can do a
Yes.
different cartridge.
Nope.
Oh, no, do the same cartridge. We're just swap spit.
Why don't we just lick tongues?
You could probably taste it on my tongue right now.
I don't want to do that.
So
I'll take your word for it.
everybody's kind of said it tastes like really just like nasty oranges and like glue sticks.
Yeah.
Just really bitter. But
It's just got a funky
That's
taste
how
to it.
Nintendo
Those
put a
are-
dog trick on kids.
Yeah, it's the size of a nickel, though. I mean,
Right.
you could see kids putting this in their mouths and swallowing it, and
I like to
huge
call it the
backlash.
Nintendo Challenge.
Oh, that's horrible.
Pull a Gilbert Godfrey. Go on the internet right now and tweet Nintendo Challenge.
Oh my god.
But no, we waited in line at North Muskegon Meyer, and I was on the fence about it, and I was like, this is a Zelda machine. This is like a $300, $400 by the time you get the game in there. Open beta
Yep.
with hardware, and I was real on the fence about it. And I was like, okay, these other games are coming out. Why not? And on top of that, I had forgotten it was just after the New Year, and I was just wrapped up with taxes and all the stuff that I had withheld for my personal income tax. I didn't have to pay anything. So it was like, oh hey, automatic tax return on the money that I saved. It's
Right.
like, oh hey, I do have the money for it now.
That's great.
All right, I'm into that. And so far, so good. There's definitely been a few interesting things with developers and whatnot. There was a game called Snake Pass, and it's supposed to be like this snake simulator almost, and you're trying to wrap around things. And the Joy-Cons, which are the little controllers on
Right.
it, they have their rumbling technology in it, and this developer had it set way too hard, and it literally sounded like it was drilling into the actual screen.
Oh my god.
And people were like, what the hell is this? You're gonna break my Switch.
Yeah.
So then they switched it out. There you
Wow.
go. They did some changes on the programming, and it was better, but it was just how do you not think that that's bad? There's beta testers. Nobody thought this was weird.
Yeah.
But they fixed it after everybody was like, this game is shot. I don't want to play it with the rumble on.
They were
that's
probably
crazy.
playing it like this.
In his
But
groin.
it was just it's like, what the hell?
Isn't there a game where you have to
Yes.
count or guess the number of balls or something?
Oh, yeah, 1-2 switch. I didn't buy that.
Yeah, I've heard that the rumble tech is super sensitive and you can actually feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that they have going on with the Joy-Cons, like Mario Kart. I was playing and I kept hearing this really weird sound, and when you drive through a coin, the Joy-Cons make this really weird sound. I should actually go grab it real quick, because this is worth having be heard on this. Hold on, this race is getting ready to start.
Oh.
And I got it right up to the microphone here. It makes the weird, you think of a PlayStation controller when it vibrates.
Yeah.
And it's
Can you play with our friends on the other side of the world?
we can.
Yeah.
But don't, because they will win.
It's okay, here we go. Hold on. Coming up on it. Hear that little
Mm-mm.
I didn't.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah. I think we're too far away.
Here we go.
I'm listening now. That's weird.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like an old Scooby-Doo, ghost entrance.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to some coins here. Almost. Right here.
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Doesn't it sound kind of like
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo-esque?
And I was playing, and I thought man, this something sounds weird with this coin sound. I couldn't put my finger on it, but then it was just oh, weird. Why would you put that effort into that? But at the same time, it's crazy that they can have that kind of control with it.
Yeah.
But
But that's Nintendo. Nintendo either swings big and knocks it out of the park, or they fall flat on their face.
I feel like they do both
Yeah.
at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody called the Wii U a big failure, which I really enjoyed the Wii U.
Yeah.
I think more people did later when it came out than initially.
Yeah, when it first came out, people were not stoked about it.
But then it grew in popularity.
But like they'll have, very rarely is there a first-party Nintendo game that sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's always super polished, ready to go. But it'd always be like third-party people. And the reason that third-party people weren't that great is because you didn't have like your top dogs in there.
No.
Because they always feel like Nintendo's hardware is underpowered. And so you'd have great first-party games, and then you'd have like pretty good third-party games. But like, okay, let's play online. Well, we can't talk to each other.
No.
Well, let me message my friend because I see him. I see he's online right now.
Can't do that.
No, can't do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all these other companies, all these other video game companies are doing it.
Yeah. The first time I got on Xbox Live, I was like, "This is amazing. This has to be a thing
Right.
for everything."
Well, I remember when I was younger being on MSN Gaming Zone on the computer, playing
God.
Monster Truck Madness 2
Woo!
and Midtown Madness 2. I don't know why I did the hick accent, but
Yeah, you have to.
probably fitting.
Probably.
But yeah, Nintendo Switch. It's been interesting. I feel like I'm getting close to like being capped on the games that are coming out this year that I want.
Yeah. I assume you got Zelda,
Yeah, yep.
and I've heard that's amazing.
It's good. I don't, and a lot of people give me flack for this. I've never been wild about the Zelda series. Like,
Fuck you.
I'm fucking done.
get the hell out of here.
Fucking Zelda.
I got Game Boy Pocket for Christmas one year, and it came with Zelda.
Gold.
Pardon my phone. Chirps my speakers.
Oh, that's funny.
Came with Zelda Link's Awakening.
Yep.
I think that's what it was, and
Sounds right.
I loved it. It was
out.
great. And
Then you play another Zelda game, and it's a totally different game.
yeah, and it's like this takes too long, and I feel like I'm just mashing A to get through the story.
Yep.
But no, I feel like Breath of the Wild was definitely well done. They've definitely updated some things that needed to be updated. If you go on YouTube right now and watch like some of these things that people have like trying to find glitches in the game, people have been using like carts or like objects that you can get into, and they use one of these I forget what the exact title for it is, but one of Link's powers to like freeze time, smack the hell out of something, and then jump back on it when like the counter goes down. It makes it go flying.
Yeah.
And people have been using that to like speed run through the game.
Yep.
This is unintentional in the way that people would normally try to do like speed runs, but now everybody's trying to find like these little glitches where if this happens with this, game freaks out, fall through the floor,
Yeah.
and then oh hey, I'm all the way on the other side of the map now. But no, Zelda was good. There's a game called Fast RMX, which was only an eShop title, which was also good. Kind of held me over before Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, did you ever play Wipeout for PlayStation?
Yeah.
Very similar to that. The Binding of Isaac, that's a good game.
I heard that's awesome.
It's really hard, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Just like a randomly generated like dungeon crawler kind of thing. Puyo Puyo Tetris, been playing that one. That one's fun. I'm all about those Lego games.
Are you really?
Yeah, like I have a it's in the sweat lodge over there. I have like almost like a makeup thing that's like this big, that's filled with Lego Dimension stuff.
I was going to ask you about Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, I really like Lego Dimensions.
So you've got a lot more now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
Because I remember you just had a little box like about this big.
yeah, no, it's a problem.
I love Toys to Life.
Oh yeah.
The genre Toys to Life is amazing.
What did you think about the dead one now, that Disney
Skylanders?
Infinity?
Oh yeah, Disney Infinity. I loved it.
They completely killed that off.
Yeah. The figures are the best, most detailed figures. They were like $15 and they looked awesome. I've got probably 90% of the Star Wars figures.
Gotcha.
Actually, every time I go to North Muskegon, I buy another Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They're like $3 now.
Well, yeah, because like if you go into like Meijer, section for it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and
they're
smaller.
just eliminating their stock because it's a dead game.
One thing that they said they were going to do is they were going to have a Apple TV counterpart.
Yep.
For like that whole series, and then they just completely dropped the ball on it.
Yeah, they had it. It was up and running, wasn't it? Yeah.
And like, I never would have played it, but for me, it's like, yeah, get that kind of technology involved with like Apple TV.
Yeah.
So I'm all about like Apple stuff, and the Apple TV is cool. There's some cool games on it, but get people motivated to work on this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But it didn't catch on.
Nope. And I don't know why, because the Disney Infinity game was a decent sandbox game. I played it with my kids a little bit. It was fun. I mean, you kind of drop in, drop out.
Right.
Like I said, I love the figures themselves. They're super detailed. I played the Skylanders version of it.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty big. But yeah, I like the Disney Infinity the best. And I don't know where I was going with that.
That's all right.
I just lost it.
We
were talking about amiibos a little bit.
Oh, this is my favorite amiibo.
Yeah, the Woolly Yoshi.
Yeah.
Or Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. And it's got the little...
Yeah, the little contact thing on the bottom.
Yeah. These are so
That's his
cool.
butthole.
It is his butthole.
They also made a giant one of this too. But
Really?
they wanted like $35 for it. And I was like, yeah, I don't like Yoshi.
I probably
that
would have
much.
got it.
You can sleep with it. Not like in a sexual way, but
You should
Well,
do,
you could.
do your Yoshi.
That's pretty spot on. Have you thought about doing voice work before? You should.
I wish you would have said yeah in Yoshi voice.
You have the face for it.
You have the face for voice work.
yeah.
Pretty
Ooh.
good.
You
I did
know,
voice work before.
Did you really?
Yep, I did it on a record.
I don't think I have a good enough voice to do voice work.
I do.
You might.
I don't. I wish I had that Nolan North voice.
Who's that?
He does, I want to say he does
Somebody
Drake
from World
in
War II,
Uncharted.
Grandpa.
Such a dick. Yeah, he does like video game voiceover work. I think he does.
Are you talking
Drake.
about... Oh, no. I know who you're talking about. He does
no.
Bender's voice.
No, that's
No. John
Bendis?
Digimon something or another DiGiorno.
Diglamagno or
Yeah,
something,
something like that.
He's
Yeah.
black.
He's
No,
not.
no, he's not.
Are you sure?
He's a
ginger.
tall, ginger white man.
Are you for real?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a documentary called I Know
thought
That
it was-
Voice. Oh, you motherfucker.
No, I'm serious. I really thought he was black.
Well, I
Well,
think a
but-
lot of people did.
I don't know. I watch a lot of cartoons.
I watch a lot of like cartoons from when we were kids.
Yeah. He-Man.
I don't mind
No,
Adventure Time.
that's too old.
That's your time.
Like
yeah.
I have all of Rocco's Modern Life, all of
That's after
Ren and
my
Snippy.
time.
You ever
Oh, I
watch
love Ren and
Adventure Time?
Snippy.
No,
Adventure Time is stupid.
I like it, kind
I
of.
hate it.
Like
Like
parts
Gravity
of it.
Falls.
I like the dog because it's that guy again.
yeah, I did get the Lego Dimension stuff, but just because why not?
Yeah. Did you get the Goonies Lego Dimensions?
Not yet.
Hey, you guys!
That's on the docket. How did we get to this?
Yeah, see, that's the question
Yeah,
every
that is,
week.
That is the
Which
burning
one?
question.
You see how we work?
yeah,
Not very well.
We don't have very well defined segments. We just kind of jump around.
Swing it.
So I took a poop today at the thrift store.
Okay, which one?
Did you go
Over
in the
North
bathroom
Muskegon.
first?
No. It was just in the aisle. No, I have this like hang up about pooping in public places.
I used to.
I have a real bad hang up. Like I have safe zones.
Safe space.
Safe zones. Barnes and Noble. It's my favorite place to poop.
It's always clean.
Usually. But the thrift store in North Muskegon, not bad. It was clean. It was nice.
I wonder if it's the one.
The Rescue Mission thrift store
Yeah.
by Meyer in North Muskegon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the toilet is raised up. It's very comfortable.
I know the bathroom you're talking about, but I also know the location, and there's a funny story that I'll let Noah tell.
Oh, sweet.
Was that you getting a bed?
Yeah, that was when I was first moving in here.
We're first moving in here, and he needs a bed. And we're trying to get a hold of somebody to get your
I went through 3 or 4 people trying to
Get
find
a trailer.
a truck or a trailer.
because it wouldn't fit in my car. And his delivery on the location was like verbatim every single time. And like after the second time, it was really starting to just like, oh my God, I can already hear it coming. And I don't want nothing to do with it. It just makes me cringe. It was just like, dude, you got this so rehearsed in your head right now. I can't deal with it.
It was perfect. I wanted my story straight between everybody.
Yeah, you have to.
And he just rattled it off like it was nothing.
Yeah, I said, yeah, hey, can you come help me up by the the rescue mission thrift store?
I'm at the Muskegon Area Rescue Mission thrift store up by Meyer.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was right there.
It was the Muskegon area part, I think, that killed me.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what it's called.
I know, but it's like, the thrift store up by Meyer.
That's what I would have said. Did it come with bed bugs?
No, it was a brand new mattress
I think
set.
they have brand new stuff in there.
They do.
But
for a pretty good price. Which you should talk about the Jonathan Stevens.
Oh yeah, let's
story.
give a little negative plug for Jonathan Stevens here.
If you're in the market for a new mattress, don't go to Jonathan Stevens.
Yeah. So I was looking for a bed. We went in there and we had seen an advertisement for it was like $200 for
a full size
mattress set. And I went in there, and the guy said, "Hey, can I help you out today?" I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for the $200 full-size mattress set." And he said, "Oh, well, you should look at these other ones first." And I said, "Well, that's what I'm here for." He said, "Oh, no, you don't want that. You'll flatten that out within a year."
He goes, originally he says, "Are we looking for a bedroom, a guest room?" I'm like, "Oh, bedroom." And he goes, "All right. And what size are you looking for?" I'm just like, "Well, we seen the ad for the full."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay."
He's not going to make any money off that.
Right.
He's not going to push it.
So he like walks us over to other spots. Like, yeah. And Ryan goes like, "And we're looking for this full thing." And he literally goes, "For you?"
Yeah. He looks at me. He goes, "For you?" I say, "Yeah."
And he says, "Oh, you'll flatten that out in a year."
I would have left.
We did.
We did.
You.
But then like he immediately backpedaled after he realized what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm just trying to make it so you're not wasting money."
Right.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we walked out, and I walked backwards the whole way to the car with my middle fingers up.
But it was funny because when we walked in there, I was talking about Jackass when I think it was Johnny Knoxville went into like a mattress store and like pissed himself.
Yeah.
Like trying it out. And I was like, "Hey, I should do that in here. That'd be funny." Just joking.
Oh, yeah.
And we're walking out, and Ryan's just like, "Hey, did you still want to do that?"
Oh, my gosh.
And I remember he immediately got on the phone.
Yeah.
As we were walking out, he's probably calling his manager and be like, "Hey, if someone calls, I
just
messed
called
up."
somebody a fat ass.
Yeah. I just pissed off a fat kid.
Yeah. If we had a sponsor right now with like Casper mattresses, this would be the perfect time to plug them.
It would be.
It would
but
be.
I feel like a lot of those companies are kind of just, it's all the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, hey, let me tell you about my Casper Helix Lucerna mattress.
Right.
I'm going to say it's completely different from the competition, but it's really not.
Well, do you know you get 100 free days with Casper?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Try it out.
Shut up.
Yeah, and I think you get 90 with everybody else. So what a bargain.
What a bargain.
I mean, it comes in a box, and you
So do I.
literally just slow winked at me.
My favorite one is this Blue Apron stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I love that they say it's cheaper than going to the store, but it costs like $30 per meal.
Yeah.
$30, you can buy a lot more stuff at Meijer for that.
Nutrisystem for men.
This is a great program, especially for guys who don't like to cook.
I hate that guy. Oh man, it's so stupid.
There's
he looks like that kind of guy too. He's like, yeah, my wife does it.
Bosley Hair Restoration for Men.
Mm-hmm.
This dude's on there. He's like, "This is my real hair. I can do with it what I want."
I cut this hair.
WONT.
Won't.
I can do with it what I want. He was like, "This is my real hair. I can cut this hair. I can wash this hair. I can mess this hair up if I want." And it's just like, are these all people in the South?
Yeah.
I think so. That's probably where they lose their hair the most.
Again, this is why I love infomercials.
They're pretty funny.
And you'll find so many Tim and Eric people on these infomercials.
Mm-hmm.
There was one for like some AARP thing, I think. And you remember that Tim and Eric bit where the guy's like, he's sitting there like this, and and they're like, "Damir,
Yeah.
Is that guy. And of course, I'm losing it the entire time. I was just like, this is an actor. This is an actor.
And that's probably where they find them. They find them in the infomercial business
yeah.
first, and then they're like, hey, you got to be on the show.
All these people have headshots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Even like the Me, I'm a Tan Man, whose name is Bob Ross, by the way.
Really?
Bob Ross, actor.
Oh, my God.
Not painter. Pretty good. And like...
I loved Ed Begley Jr. on there.
Yeah.
On your Cinco phone.
Because he's believable with it.
Uh-huh.
He's just like...
You guys could do well with just the
gel.
Just the gel here.
Yeah. You watched Tim and Eric?
I have.
Have you watched Tom Goes to the Mayor?
I have.
Did you like that?
It was alright.
That was how I got started with Tim and Eric. Because I
Yeah.
remember watching it when it was like in circulation. And a lot of people don't like that show.
It's a weird.
It's a weird
kinda
show.
low budget.
It's so good.
You gotta be into that super dry humor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of Tim and Eric, mostly Eric, I just burned through all of season 2 of Master of None.
Okay, how is it?
It's excellent.
Damn, it just came out yesterday.
It came out 2 days ago.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Midnight, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we burned through it yesterday. Well, because a lot of the episodes are only like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Good
really
show.
well done.
I
Really
haven't seen
well
the second season, but the first season is really good,
Yeah.
too.
It. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a season 3.
Big Bud, Little Bud.
Oh, dude, there's all kinds of that this time. Have you seen Master of None yet?
Nope.
You should.
It's
I'm
good.
gonna check it out.
It's good. What else did I watch recently? Stranger Things.
Oh, I love it.
I hate sci-fi stuff.
Really?
Like it's not my jams.
Yeah.
It's just like listening to commentary of South Park. They were talking about like the Human Centipede movie,
Yeah.
which people get freaked out over that movie. That movie's terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's unintentionally funny. It's almost like The Room. Have you seen The Room?
I don't think so. But like, I won't watch the Human Centipede either. I mean,
Like, well, the Room was meant to be this drama, but it's like a cult comedy. This dude
yeah.
spent like over $1 million of his own money in like making it. He didn't like get budgeting from anywhere, and it is so bad.
that's awesome.
Like you should look it up. But anyway, they
Classy.
they were Matt and Trey. They were talking about like they watched Human Centipede and they thought it was really funny, and they said, whenever you're watching a movie and it's like really gruesome and gross, just remember there's like 30 people behind the camera
Yeah.
just watching, and someone's got like a piece of paper going like, okay, we're hitting the marks here, we're making sure that the lines are red here. No one's just like, hey guys, this is really stupid. Can we not do this?
Well, because at that point they've already spent millions of dollars, so
Right.
no one's gonna speak up and say this is dumb.
This is really dumb. What are we doing
This is
here?
not gonna work.
But with Stranger Things, it was just like the writing was really well done, and acting was great, and I felt like it wasn't trying to like go above and beyond like a lot of these sci-fi based shows do.
Oh, wait for season 2.
Oh, I know.
They've already said it's gonna be scarier and stranger.
As long as like they keep a good formula like they did with season 1,
Yeah.
I'll definitely be back for it. All right, eat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We're going to move into
pies.
that segment.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's good.
Are we just going
This
to
is
eat
like,
them?
what can Ryan eat this week? And it was banana cream moon pies.
I almost ate a floor one.
Oh, they've been gross.
Florida one.
But I bought enough for everyone.
So
It
good.
smells lemony and vanilla.
Oh, it tastes like it's been sitting on a couch for 8 years.
Oh yeah. I was gonna buy you Raisinets, but I thought that was too much.
I've never had Raisinets.
They're disgusting. Mm-hmm. And they were like $3.50, and this was $1.
Damn, dude. What? Ordered
$1 for like
the whole box?
6 of them.
God damn, where'd you get that?
Walgreens.
Not bad. Goodbye,
You know what'd be funny?
twat.
If with the eating stuff, if you had like a poem to read or like something to read with your mouth full,
Oh
have
yeah.
that be a part of it. Just
Sort of like the Fluffy Bunny thing, but read a poem instead.
yeah, so like, Pat Boone is past success, of course, with flying colors, and the proof is in this album. All of these 12th grade hits were recorded
12th grade? Like,
within a short space of a year. A year in which, obviously, Pat could do no wrong. I can't read any more of that. That is just like, let me tell you how great Pat Boone is and why you shouldn't be forgetting about him.
oh, definitely not. Oh,
Not bad. What would you rate those?
it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Out of 5 or out of 10?
Out of
Because
10.
it makes a difference. I'd give it a 7.
Well,
7?
Lower?
No. I think you're probably right on. I mean,
7? Because it wasn't bad.
it's no Big Mama sausage.
Oh my god, I fucking hated that.
I've seen some weird variations on the Big Mama sausages, like
Yeah.
from truck stop to truck stop.
Oh, truck stops are the worst.
And it's just like, the thing that always grosses me out is like the color of the brine
Ugh.
always changes depending on what state you're in.
Yeah, the one you gave me was like, yeah, it was pinkish red,
I've seen them like green before.
Yep.
but translucent too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't the worst thing.
It was pretty bad, but it wasn't the worst thing I've eaten. That
How was
probably.
Lauren doing?
I don't know.
All right. I like that. That's pretty good.
For real, how is she doing? Are you guys
I don't know.
getting
I haven't
back
talked to her
together?
in a long time.
Why
God,
not?
no.
Why not?
She is my least. Well, she's not my least favorite. Well, no, she's probably my least favorite person.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Least favorite ex.
Yeah, out of the two, she is the least
Out of
favorite.
the two? I had 2 ex-girlfriends last week.
No, you didn't.
No, not really.
I'm trying to think of other questions for you guys.
We're not very interesting.
Fuck you. I'm really interesting.
What did
I
you
just
do this
forget.
week? What did you do that was interesting this week?
This week,
Yeah.
I went back to work.
Okay.
I probably did something. I don't remember every little bit of my life.
Okay, I did something interesting
What
this
did you
week.
do this week?
I played Grand Theft Auto 5,
Nice. On what system?
PS4.
All right.
I bought it like 2 years ago when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it to my son, who was 13 at the time. Not a big deal. I played the first like 10 minutes of it 2 years ago. This week I sat down and I played through all the opening. I'm in like free mode now. I can pretty much do what I want.
Right.
First thing I did was go into a strip club.
Yeah.
I got a lap dance. It was pretty incredible. I really liked it.
Oh, that's good. Was it with the VR?
No.
No.
But
I had the PlayStation VR for a minute.
I have it.
You have it?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think
He
of it?
puked his guts out.
The first day I played until I threw up. Aggressively.
Did you get like the VR worlds and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff? What did you think of the like that British like
The heist.
yeah, the heist?
That was pretty cool.
I was really hoping like you get done with it and it's like, can there be more?
Yeah, it's
Can
just a
this be
tech
game?
demo. Yeah.
And that's why we returned it, because it's like everything is just a tech demo.
Yep.
And I really don't want to pay full price for something that like developers are not all about.
You better talk to Grant King about that.
Oh, I know. That's a completely different story. Mm-hmm. Steam, on the other hand, it's got everything.
Oh, yeah.
And the HTC Vive is too expensive.
Oh, it's too crazy. I mean, you'd have to set it up in this room with the light towers. Mm-hmm. You have to have the whole setup.
And then you have to have the PC to do it.
Yeah, you have to have a top-of-the-line PC to run this thing. Mm-hmm. The PS4 VR, all you need is a PS4.
Right. And really my only gripe outside of like there not being enough games or things coming out.
There's the cables that are horrible.
Yeah, I did forget about that.
You're jacked into the Matrix.
Yeah. Like you
Literally,
have
the cable. It's like a bundle of cables going into the helmet.
Dope.
and it's like 2 separate power supplies for it too.
Yep.
Which is just like sweet. This is the Sega 32X on top of a Sega CD right now.
Exactly.
My only complaint about it, aside from the cables and like the lack of games, I wish the display would have been a little bit better.
For like when you were playing a regular game or in the VR experience?
VR experience.
Okay.
Because like I've played on an HTC Vive before, and it was just like, this is insane.
But yeah, again, you're running it on a top-of-the-line PC.
Right. But I mean, like, just because like the actual resolution of the headset is not that high with the PlayStation.
Which is why I think a lot of people get some of the nausea issues, which is definitely why I did. I mean, I was just spinning around and...
Right. The thing with that heist game I remember doing was, like, you're in the car.
Yep.
And I remember totally doing this.
Oh, yeah, you're looking behind yourself and then it loses you.
Well, no, like, looking behind as, like, it's driving and shooting at things.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy to me. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be great. And then it was like, but this is $500. This is like 2 Nintendo Switches.
That's why I don't have a Nintendo Switch right now.
Right.
Because I hit my video game limit early.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing I'll give Best Try credit for. Almost every time you can walk in there and be like, yeah, this sucked. I want my money back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're not that bad. But, no, I love the VR. I bought it the day it came out. I bought 4 games with it. I know maybe it doesn't count or matter, but like I just wanted to support. No, I just wanted to support Sony trying. And I think it's going to grow. I think next month in June when we do E3,
yep.
I really am looking forward to seeing what they're going to have for VR.
Yeah. And
if they completely sweep it under the rug, then it's done.
Yeah, but, for sure.
You know, the best VR experience I had was with Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay.
The Rogue One VR experience. That was so much fun. 'Cause you're flying an X-Wing, you're shooting TIE fighters. The very first thing you do is you're in like a white room and you hear this clunking off to your right, and this giant Imperial AT-AT comes walking and walks over you, and you look up and you're looking at the underside of it. I mean, it's like 6 stories tall. It's just awesome. So yeah, that's my PlayStation VR.
What's your favorite VR game, Ryan?
I'm not cool. I've never played a virtual reality game.
I don't know how well you do with your eyesight.
How's that?
Life.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's not great. I'm trying to return it.
It's not terrible. But, you know, there's a lot of...
We should do a Let's Play where Ryan plays VR games.
Oh, man. Church City. Blah!
I don't puke easily.
Oh.
Unless I'm drinking a lot.
I was going to say, we can make it happen.
No. I mean, we still have to do the shot cast.
Oh, that's going to be a train wreck.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to get anything done.
Yeah, you'd have to have like 2 topics.
Yep.
5 minutes each. See you all later. I'm going to go puke. That's so bad.
I actually have an idea for a drinking podcast, but I don't want to talk about it on air.
Yeah. Non-disclosure. Everybody who's listening has to sign it right now.
Yeah.
Even future people.
No, I think I have a good idea for a drinking podcast. And I don't think it's been done, so I don't want anyone to steal it.
Right,
it's all been done.
I don't think it has been done.
That's a song.
Who sang it?
Bare Naked Ladies.
Fuck that.
Hey. I like them. Yeah, what's your language? Oh, where's Maria?
I miss her. Language.
Oh,
tits.
Man. What? I didn't say it, Maria.
Does she listen?
I don't think so.
She shouldn't.
I think she used to, but now that we're on iTunes, she doesn't.
Oh, good. She checked out.
We're getting too big for her.
Too big for her britches.
Yeah, we're sellouts. What?
In 6 months, where do you guys want to be with this podcast? So
I'd like to be a millionaire.
Okay.
I think making a couple $100 a month is a reasonable goal, but hopefully more.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about the local sponsorship that I threw at you?
Did I talk to you about that?
No, you didn't.
I meant to. Like I told
sure
you.
You did.
I'm terrible at texting him back.
So I text every day.
Let me be your guys' wingman here on this.
Yep.
If you own a local business and you want to advertise with the Tap Podcast, there's a couple ways that you could go about it. And I've been learning about all this stuff with like how your generic ads and like revenue work for podcasts. You have to hit so many like listens on pre-roll and mid-roll.
Right.
So a pre-roll is like a 15-second ad that's like, hey, folks, before we get started today, yada, yada, yada.
Check out
this. And then mid-roll is when it's like 60 seconds in the middle of like an episode.
Yeah.
And an idea that I thought for you guys would be like, hit up to like your local people and be like, hey, $5 per episode. How would you like to have like a pre-roll like shout out? And $5, like, okay, if I'm doing it every week, that's going to add up. But at the same time, if you have someone who's new to the podcast and they're starting, like from the beginning,
they get all that advertising.
right? So it's like a one-time fee for unlimited advertising in a sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you could bump it up to $10 for a 60-second ad.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not out of the realm of possibility for like someone to pay for advertising.
No, like $5 is nothing.
I think
Right.
that's pretty cheap advertising, to be honest with you.
Like, and even if people are like, that's crazy, I'll pay you more than that. Cool. But at least you're not like being like, hey, $25 for 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be greedy. I think it'd be a good,
Good way to get your foot in the door.
right, and
Yeah.
a good way to coexist with the business and the entertainment
And the pleasure.
and the pleasure.
And the pleasure.
But
Yeah, definitely
You know,
the
if you
pleasure.
Double the pleasure.
Double the fun.
with
Doublemint gum.
there you go. But yeah, like your host for last week, Brian Austin, I'd hit him up.
Oh yeah.
He seemed like he was into the whole idea.
He's really jazzed about it. I talked to him about designing a t-shirt for us.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I was going to tell you about that.
Well, and here's another thing too. Don't limit yourself to just businesses. Bands.
Yeah.
Like Ergaster, $5. Hey, this episode is brought to you by Ergaster, a local band from Muskegon, blah, 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 blah.
We love you.
Yeah, we hype Ergaster all the time.
We do.
On the show.
Which you should hype your show coming up.
Yeah, we got a show coming up July
14th?
14th or 15th.
Yeah.
There's an event page on Facebook. You can check it out. It's in Bedford,
14th.
Illinois. What's that, Ed?
14.
14th.
Ed said
Thanks, Ed.
14.
That's Ed. He's
their
an Ergaster.
first show ever is 6 hours away.
He's a good guy.
You're 6 hours away.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Bedford, Indiana.
What the? Why?
Because, dog, that's how we roll.
Because I know a promoter down there.
Oh.
It's impossible to play in Muskegon.
Is it really?
But we will be playing in Muskegon
Yeah.
July 21st at Unruly Brewing Company.
Yeah, if you're not a cover band or easy listening, it's difficult.
For real.
Yep.
And hard.
I love the slowing. We should have Ed in the background of all our podcasts. I just like that.
He's handy.
Have him
shouting
on.
random things out.
Have him on for an episode.
We will have him on for an episode.
Absolutely.
Probably get all the guys.
Do an Ergaster.
Maybe we'll play a song.
An Ergaster.
Yeah, you guys
orgasm.
could play a song.
Yeah, you own the song.
Yeah. We want to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I
I'm-
think we've
I'm
got
gonna-
good material here.
I'm
We
gonna-
didn't read any of our reviews. We had a couple new reviews. Do you want to read those real quick?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's. I think.
We'll both pull them up and we'll take turns reading
And
them.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna do a couple quick plugs here.
Sure,
if
we're
that's
gonna
cool.
read all of
Absolutely.
them. We'll start at the top and go back and forth.
You want to start at the top?
Yeah, there's like 7.
There's 8.
God damn it. All right, plug it up.
Hey,
All right, so if you are in the Muskegon area, Michigan, hell, anywhere, and you are in need of any sort of multimedia services, whether it be audio production, video production, any sort of multimedia, Striate Cortex, check us out. You can find us at www.striatecortex.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We have competitive rates on almost everything. Always looking for work. If you have something that's like, hey, I have an idea with this, but I don't know if you offer it, chances are we could probably do it. We also do app stuff, you name it, podcast stuff. This is
Yeah.
our newest thing.
I think
And,
Ryan and I are
No,
pretty happy with
photography is your newest thing.
Well, yeah. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was gonna say Ryan and I are pretty happy with the way you're editing the tap and
Awesome.
posting it for us. So
Yeah.
we have no complaints.
Yeah, I mean, we're always looking for something new, and podcasts just kind of seemed like, all right, this could be cool. And we didn't realize that we kind of had the back end to do it.
Right.
You know, so that's
Everything
been
in
cool.
place.
Plug for Ergaster.
Yeah, check out Ergaster. We're on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, any sort of music outlet you can think of. Just look us up. We're on
Great
YouTube.
Divide.
A Great Divide is our debut album. So check it out. Buy it if you like. Please buy it.
And if you like the way it sounds, that was done here at Striate Cortex.
Sure was.
I mixed, mastered, and engineered, and produced a little bit. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's not run of the mill.
No, it's different, and that's sort of the general consensus is people like it, and they say, yeah, it's got a little tinge to it.
A little pep.
Yeah, a little pep.
A little extra flavor.
And then we'll do a quick plug for my band, Bermuda. I believe the title is called Nepenthe.
I gotta tell you something real quick.
Okay.
When I tell people you're in a band called Bermuda, they're like, oh, like the triangle?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And every time
Every
I'm
day.
like, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but
how'd
not
you know?
the triangle.
You should just roll with it.
I immediately snapped to steel drums. Do you guys do a lot of steel drumming?
No, next record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey's going to do a solo.
Work it in.
Bermuda,
Dun, 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 dun.
Bermuda, Nepenthe, out on Urban Yeti Records, June 16th. We are heading out on the Are You Afraid of the Gent tour, June 14th. I think that's it, through July 19th. And we have a bunch of dates. Going to be pretty much everywhere. Should be a good time. We also have a record out right now called Use Your Burdens off of Media Scare Records, which stream it, don't buy it. Don't give them money because they're kind of shot. But anyway, yeah, check us out on Facebook, Instagram at Bermuda Official. Yeah.
Yeah, check these guys out. They're good dudes. Spent some time on a couple-week tour with them. I like them a lot.
Awesome. How many groupies did you sleep with?
One girl flirted with me, I think.
Yeah, and it was Corey's sister.
No. I don't want to tell that story.
I want to hear that story.
Off the podcast, I'll tell you.
I'm going to do a mini episode where I tell that story.
Okay, that's fine. But no, there was one girl in Lansing who was sort of flirting with me, but I didn't pick up on it until afterwards because I
Lansing
have
girls
got
are
a thick
sluts.
skull.
Dang. But, all right, reviews.
Yeah, all right, you go first.
All right, are we going to start with the top?
Yeah, at Very Funny.
Very Funny by Splodge231. He says, these guys are great. Can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, we got another one. It says, Amazing by Zoolander35. These guys are so funny. I wish they were my best friends. Definitely listen to them. Big ol' smiley face.
Is that what that is?
Sure.
I don't really do emoji.
Well, it's not an emoji.
Or
It's an
emoticon?
emoticon.
Yeah.
Idiot.
What amendment is that under?
What, the emoticon?
Yeah.
28.
Okay. Check
That
out.
checks out.
Up next, we got Great Podcast by Work Puppy. He says, love these guys. They're great and hilarious. I want to do Ryan's sister as well.
Dang.
Get in line.
Yeah, right behind me.
Oh, hey, what can Sarah do for you this week?
I would like her to come over and clean my house
All right.
because it's very messy.
I'll see what she says.
In a French maid's outfit.
All right.
Crotchless
You provide
panties.
the outfit?
Yeah, I've got one.
What, will it fit you or will it fit her? There's a big difference.
Both.
Yes.
One size fits all.
It's spandex.
That'd be,
Oh,
that'd be
God.
like your pirate costume.
Oh my god.
Slutty pirate costume for Halloween.
Sweet.
That's a picture we might dig up for a later episode. But
Yeah,
the
you
next
need to.
review here says, Love It by Thunder David. You must listen to these guys. They are hilarious.
Hey, and you know what? Thunder Davin, nice pangus.
Oh, is that him?
That's him.
Pretty good.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm playing footsie with Noah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jeez, stop. Stop.
Wait, let me finish. Up next, we have Super Good Times by Sheldon. Totally hilarious entertainment. These guys are ridiculous and up for anything. Their laughter is contagious, and it's always a good time. Highly recommend.
The next one says, The Best by Doomsday Margot. What a fun show. Can't wait to hear more. Must listen.
That's perfect. Hilarious Train Wreck by Legion228. These guys are real life funny. Give a listen, subscribe, and enjoy. Michigan's finest.
And last but certainly not least is a post by Easy Sleazy.
Oh.
This is a great podcast. Nothing funnier than these two guys talking about the most random stuff. And boy, are they right.
Yeah, they're for sure right. Where did someone post about you eating a 1 pound burger? Was that on our Facebook page?
You told me to do that.
I did?
Wait.
I thought somebody posted that.
Somebody did post that on their Facebook review.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was your buddy, Josh Workman.
Oh, Work Puppy, the scrawny kid from Arizona?
Sure.
He listens to every podcast and loves it when I call him out for being scrawny.
Nice.
He is really scrawny. Little Pangus.
I think I went to school with the Josh Workmans, but it's probably...
He's like 40.
Yeah.
He's old as fuck.
Yeah, he was stupid.
Yeah.
Got held back a lot.
And scrawny.
All right, so yeah, that's our Facebook or our iTunes reviews.
Cut that out, Noah.
Yeah, just edit that out.
So yeah, give us a review on Facebook. You can rate us 5 stars on there and give us a positive text review there as well as on iTunes.
Yeah.
Take the survey.
Yes, take the survey that we posted on our page and on our Twitter.
Yeah, guys, even though it's 8 pages long, it's pretty dry. It'll really help us improve.
There's a chance to win $50 and a teddy bear.
I tell you what, if we get 100,000 likes on this episode, I'll buy someone an iPhone.
Yeah, I'll throw in on that.
A new iPhone. 100,000 likes. But yeah, please follow us on Facebook and talk to us. I'm lonely on Facebook.
Yeah, we don't get much feedback from you guys, and we'd love to hear what you want to talk about.
Yeah, I try to post on there.
What you want to hear about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
What you talking about with us?
Maybe we'll have a contest where you can be on the show.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. We should have a totally random person.
Yeah, we can phone a friend.
Gorilla Radio.
There you go.
Oh, I want to give another shout out to Brian Austin of Harbor Inc.
Yeah, great interview with him last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 weeks.
Yep. A lot of fun. He's a great guy. He's going to work on...
Talented artist.
Designing a t-shirt for us.
Boom.
And then please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. We need some 5-star ratings.
And be looking for our Patreon page.
Coming soon. In
All
the
right.
next year.
For the Tap, I'm Ryan.
I'm Patrick.
And we sat here with Noah today of Striate Cortex.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for having us, bud.
All right.
Awesome.
Kisses, bye.
Kisses, bye.